gentlemen, welcome back to Brockmania 3. Your next contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Skywalker Championship.
Coach, you're talking about a title that has turned the region onto its ear. It's not your average promotional type of title. It's really just out there in the ether. It is upon the champion to defend it at any and every chance to compete. It is not beholden to any specific company. And I'll tell you what, it already has a very strong lineage behind it.
Anthony Green was the latest before Ichiban, and he won that championship and defended it all over. And since Ichiban beat him, Ichiban has proven to be a fighting champion. But Bobby Rossi, Ichiban's taking on somebody he's very familiar with. This guy has wrestled Ichiban 3 times in the past week and a half. If anybody knows Ichiban, and it's Mortar. And Mortar has a big challenge as he makes his LPW debut. And imagine he could leave with some gold.
I mean, that would certainly raise his stock, to say the least. Mortar is one of those competitors who's been in the region for a good amount of time, and I'll tell you, he continues to become more and more brutal. I feel as though he's one of those who doesn't feel as though they've been given their flowers in this sport. And I tell you, that can motivate a competitor to ungodly heights. Making his way towards the ring, ladies and gentlemen, he is the currently reigning and will be defending at the bell Skywalker champion, someone who is, I mean, he's on the tip of everybody's tongue. Everybody knows the name Ichiban. Everybody knows he is number 1.
Ichiban number 1?
Ichiban number 1.
The reigning and defending Skywalker champion, Ichiban. We saw him defend this Skywalker Championship a few months back against Stephen Lusk, but he is exactly what they say. He is a fighting champion.
And he is pure energy. Look at, you can feel the air in the room changing. Much like his former adversary, Stephen Lusk, he has an intense effect on a room. And I tell you, he brings that type of energy in every bit of his offense. There's a reason why he's on the tip of everyone's tongues. There's a reason why he's all over IWTV. This is one of the
introducing first the challenger directly in front of me from the fighting city of Lowell, Massachusetts. Weighing in at 253 pounds. No gods, no kings, only Mortar! His opponent to my left, fighting out of the number 1 dojo, weighing in tonight at 71 kilos, he is the current reigning and defending Skywalker champion. He is number 1, Ichiban!
Bobby Rossi, let me give you a little trivia. Do you know the last time that these wrestlers met? It's currently Sunday. Do you know when the last time it was?
I was under the impression they did battle this previous Wednesday at Fight Life.
Oh, you won that game. These guys know each other front and back, and it's a big challenge, Bobby Rossi. On Wednesday, they were not fighting for the Skywalker Championship, so this could add a little more prestige to this.
Oh, it certainly does. And I'm willing to guess that Mortar has taken a lot of note of his errors, considering that there's more on the line tonight. You can feel the hush over the crowd. It's eerie.
I'm looking forward to seeing Mortar in his LPW debut. I know what he is capable of doing, especially against Ichiban. But does he have a different mentality coming into this one?
I would imagine so.
It's his debut for the Skywalker Championship. I wonder what goes through his mind right now.
I would imagine a guy like Mortar almost has to ignore those extra notches that are being put on top of the wager here. He knows his opponent, and he's trying to fixate on his weaknesses. And clearly, Mortar is going to be weighing in heavier in the power department. But can he keep up with number 1 Ichiban? That's the question. Power versus speed. It's a very classic matchup, folks.
Got Ichiban right there, almost 1 second by the mask, but Mortar. Ichiban's athletic, Bobby Rossi, but Mortar takes this one in strength.
Absolutely. And look at look at all that strength being thrown to the canvas. Position, speed, those are going to be the elements that Ichiban uses to keep his adversary on his heels. Look at this. Mortar doesn't know which end is up.
Ichiban #1.
Big deep arm drag. Another one Japanese style.
Ichiban is always filled with energy, Bobby Rossi. Always.
Yeah, slight to Mortar. Throws him off of his game. But look at the evasive nature of Ichiban, clearly on display. And from the top, he rains down a chop. Cover! Just a 1 count, says Tony P. I'd imagine Mortar's going to be a bit more resilient, and he'd be susceptible to taking on a bit more damage. But again, if Ichiban can keep him on his heels and can keep him guessing, he might have already won this matchup.
Ichiban #1 right here. I know what's coming. 1. 1. 1. A lot of ones, Bobby Rossi. Do we go to 2, 3, 4? How does this work?
Ichiban trying to punch in binary code, and Mortar has none of it.
We said Mortar has that strength advantage and using it right there. Only a 1 count right there for Mortar.
No pressure on the lateral there, but I think Mortar's smarter than this. He knows he's going to have to wear down Ichiban. Oh! He's also going to have to keep in mind his recovery rate. You can keep Ichiban down for only so long, Coach.
Mortar fighting back right now against Ichiban, shot after shot, and his are more effective. Big Irish whip. Using everything he had to toss Ichiban, and Ichiban is feeling that one. Go for the cover. Oh.
Mortar just raining fist of fury down on Ichiban here. A rough and tumble kind of guy. I'm not surprised that he's turning this into a fight. I did not expect a technical catch-can style matchup from him.
He got Ichiban right now where he wants him. Oh, Ichiban's starting to fight back. Big shot after a big shot. #1 punch. Another #1 punch. Big Irish whip.
Big swing and a miss by Mortar. He misses twice. And Ichiban with the sunset flip attempt. I think he's going to come up empty, Coach, and he does.
Oh, he got Ichiban right now where he wants him. Bobby Rossi, do you see him just toying around with Ichiban?
Thrown like a sack of potatoes was Ichiban, and Mortar stays in the driver's seat. This is tough to call, and it's tough to watch, Coach. I'll be honest with you.
Mortar going for the cover.
Ichiban continuing to stay resilient, as I expected, but I've never seen him slow down to such a pace as such, Coach. This is new to me, and I imagine it's new to him as well.
Very impressive showing right now, Bobby Rossi from Mortar. But I think one thing will go best with that. That's some gold. But what's Mortar thinking right now?
I don't know what the hell's on his mind. He's up at that second buckle. What in the...
Wow!
Oh! Looking for the knockout blow with a springboard moonsault, and he comes up empty.
Give credit to Mortar for trying that.
A for effort, my friends.
But there was no water in the pool, and here we go. Ichiban is fired up. A big swing and a miss from Mortar. Going for the cover.
Nice evasion into the schoolboy. Oh, he gets most of that jawjacker, and Ichiban with a handspring back elbow lands flush on his target.
Ichiban #1. Big drop kick right there, and Bobby Rossi, Ichiban is on fire.
Just like that, he has turned things around. He is fighting through the pain. Mortar issuing 5 minutes of punishment upon him, yet he is #1 in all of our hearts, and oh, he's on the shoulders of Mortar.
Mortar was going for a signature F5. Ichiban had other plans for him. A big kick out from Mortar. Big boot. Oh!
Leaping insecurity hits the temple of Mortar.
Oh!
My God. Cover here. 2.5, says Tony P. Those 2 counts are starting to get deeper, Coach.
Oh, they are right now. Mortar hasn't hit his F5. That's the move that puts him down a lot. But you see Mortar, he's not even feeling anything, Bobby Rossi. He's just angry.
Looking upon the crowd for approval. That could be his biggest mistake in this match.
Oh!
When he lands spine first into that bottom buckle, Mortar's gonna have to fight through even more pain now. He finds himself standing on the apron here.
Big kick.
Oh no, I think we know what's coming next here, Coach.
Ichiban flies right there. And the Skywalker champion is gonna do whatever it takes to make sure he's the one that leaves with the Skywalker Championship.
By my count, that was somewhere near 17. But
I thought it was 1.
nah, you call it wrong, kiddo.
Ichiban to the top. Big cross body. Tony P for the count. And Mortar kicks out of that one.
I'm not sure it gets much closer than that, Coach. Tony P's hand was millimeters away from the canvas. Did you see the elevation on that cross body?
I give credit, but Bobby Rossi, are you surprised at Ichiban?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm just, as always, amazed.
Ichiban needs Mortar to his feet to hit his signature Ichiban Kai. Is he gonna get it right here? Ichiban! Oh, big swing and a miss. Mortar going for the pin.
Backslide attempt goes nowhere, just a 2 count. Inside cradle by Ichiban also earns another 2 count. Wheelbarrow reversal. Ducks underneath the swing attempt. Hits him with a super kick, square to the jaw.
Oh!
Mortar with a crescent kick, roundhouse of his own.
Wow! Do you see the height of Mortar? Is this a discus clothesline? Big lariat right there, Bobby Rossi.
That's gotta be.
Wow!
2. Tony P says this match will continue.
And Mortar doesn't show expression, but right there, he is in shock right now. What does he have to do to keep down Ichiban?
I don't know, bring a gun? I mean, honestly, this guy finds himself a second, third, fourth win. I don't know, man. Mortar is just as clueless as I am, my friend.
And Mortar wants Ichiban to get up, maybe looking for his signature F5 right here. Picking him up. This could be all she wrote. Ichiban with some #1 punches.
Misses with that bionic elbow.
This could be all she wrote. F5 for, oh no. Ichiban!
Ooh, one hell of a counter. Tornado DDT style. Ass over tea kettle goes Mortar. And Ichiban has successfully defended the Skywalker Championship again.
Here's your winner and still Skywalker Champion, #1, Ichiban!
What an impressive win for Ichiban. And Bobby Rossi, I am saying it all night. What an impressive debut tonight for Mortar.
I can't take anything away from the man. He clearly pulled every weapon he had out of his arsenal. And for a man as power heavy and as strong as he is, to see him take to the air the way he did cannot be ignored. Big ups, solid debut to Mortar. My friend, you might have lost the battle, but I believe you have stakes still in the war. You're still Skywalker champion, folks. Ichiban. Mortar's beside himself. I think he's got nothing to be ashamed of. I think that man put it down out here. And I tip my hat to him. Folks, Proclamania has more action on tap. Don't you go anywhere. We are going to hand the ball off to Mr. Paladino.
It's cold shit, and he always caught a blaze. Looking sharper than the mud, 401 is where he stay. Gotta travel, get this bread, he the young one